a new paradigm of aging, and that is that calorie restriction and other types of biological stress will activate a variety of, let's call them metabolic and stress sensing pathways. We have mTOR, AMP kinase, and this sirtuin pathway that I was just mentioning in yeast, which now we know exists in essentially all life forms, including plants and ourselves. And these are just three of the main pathways that are known to regulate aging in a variety of organisms, and they respond to these stresses and sense changes in metabolites and small molecules. The sirtuins, named after the SIR2 gene in yeast, produce an enzyme that responds to NAD. In fact, NAD, as you'll recall, was originally discovered as a cofactor for redox reactions. We now know that NAD is used as a sensor for metabolism as well as lifespan, and that the levels of NAD decline with aging in many different species, including ourselves, and it leads to a decline in the ability of sirtuins, these NAD-dependent enzymes. These are deacylases in general. They are unable to promote longevity. So how do these pathways promote longevity? Just very briefly, I want to summarize that what we know is one of these sirtuins, called SIRT1 in humans, there are 7 of these in our genome. It has very different roles, but overall protective in many different organs in mammals. And these are really, the summary of this is, I just want to impart that these are protectors of the body, to put it simply, and that they respond to low calories, and now we know even to exercise. And this is a very different view, actually. We used to think that calorie restriction would slow down metabolism, produce fewer free radicals as a result. That's out the window. We used to think that exercise would just pump blood around the cardiovascular system and clean it out. That's no longer valid. What we think is going on is that these are putting a mild stress on the body. We call it hormesis, and that the body responds through sirtuins and these other defense pathways to keep the body healthy. And that's why being lean, dieting, and exercise primarily has health benefits. But you can't ask elderly people to go run a marathon. Many of them are sick, frail. What we need is a small molecule or molecules that you can give to people, perhaps even before they're sick, to not only treat but prevent diseases of aging.